Can anybody hear me? I always do that one. I just want to know if anybody could hear me. Somebody say yes, please. I can't see anybody saying yes. Okay, you could all hear me? All right, I gotta slow this down if you could. So I could at least hello member for 5 months, Jailbird, Triple AKA Noah. How you doing, yo? First of all, hello everybody. I don't know. So everybody can hear me? I guess so. If they can't, they're gonna say something, I'm sure. Uh, I'm trying to get this a little bit slower mode if I could. Dragon, we can hear you, Larry. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, Tom Brady retired. I just heard that too. Everybody's gonna probably just happened to me. I was helping somebody move something, and this is gonna sound weird, but I'm pretty strong. So the other person couldn't hold the other end, and it slipped out of his hand, and it went back on me. It was a big curio cabinet, and I can hold one end, and it smashed me, man. I got some headache just now, and we put like kind of like a liquid band-aid on it. It worked, so it is crazy. Karen Jackson, thanks for the money. Hey man, how you doing? I wish I had a question there too. It looks like you are from either the UK or somewhere like that. Lear, I appreciate that. Man, I haven't been on here. This is my first live chat of 2022. What does this say? Did you beat his ass? No, it was my nephew. He's a great kid. A 40-year-old kid. You think you're cool from the Scotland, UK. How you doing, guys? I don't know why people there won't let that show. Anyway, I haven't been on since 2021. So this is my first show live. I thought I'd come on here and have some fun and talk to you guys, tell you what's going on. Hindu, Larry is Hindu. That is funny what you're saying with that. Yeah, that's funny. So anyway, guys, I don't know if you saw in the community page, I'm in discussion with a cigar company to get my own actual brand of cigar. I think it'll be pretty cool. I love cigars. And yes, I do smoke in my office. It's just what I do. It's me. Did you hate FKT? Thanks for the couple bucks. Did you ever experience anything paranormal inside? I don't know if paranormal is the answer. I think when I did acid, that's kind of paranormal floating out of the prison, if you want to call it that. So that's about it, but not like paranormal, like, see some ghosts or some shit or anything like that. I don't know how much I believe in shit. Usually things have answers, if you ask me. What is that? Oh, that's my white. That's my humidor. I have like not a humidor, a smoke detector for taking it out of the smoke. Anyway, guys, so I have a question for you guys. If you can give me answers here or wherever. Do you guys like the weekly news update? I'm getting some good feedback. Some people, I don't know. I think it's straight up shooting. That's just the way I'm going to do it. Some people say, "Oh, I'm not politically correct. I am who I am. I'll be straight up answers. That's just the way I'm going to be. So I can't help that, guys. That's just who I am. Richard, thanks for the 5. Hey, no bull. I love your content. Thanks for just being straight up about everything. If you ever come to Nebraska, you got it, man. I do appreciate that a lot, and I really would. I do travel a lot in my RV, and I'm going to be getting on the road. Got another show coming out, so we're planning that. I keep coming with content because I don't want to quit. So I think that's important. Here we go. First, Control. Thanks for the way, Larry. What mob did you choose for protection? Why did you choose? I was with the Gambinos, and it's kind of like that's where I hung out. That's where the people were. That's where I first started working with. And you need some kind of, like you said, protection, if you want to call it that, or to be with somebody so you don't get shaken down. Kieran Jackson, thanks for the 10 again. I have a prison question. What was the biggest thing that made you scared, worried in prison? Probably when I had a fight in there and I thought the Indian chief, they were going to kill me right before I left Atlanta. Again, scared is a tough word because when you have fear, you get heightened stuff. I don't know how much fear I could even have anymore in my life. I don't know if that's good or bad, to be honest. But that's probably the bit. There was other times, the fear was me when I was in the hole, when I was coming down the tier, when I knew they were coming to beat me. if that's in my book. I think that was pretty wild. Kendall, thanks for the couple bucks. Can you say what the Sarasota jewelry store? I don't know the name. It was in a plaza next to a dive shop, actually. Scuba dive shop. That's what the old people come in. That's good. When you remember, you must have read the book, Kendall. Okay, we got Chaos. How you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well. I would love to smoke a cigar with you, Larry, and put one on the bucket list of things to do. I love my cigars. I'm gonna have a cigar party. I think, especially when this thing releases. If we do something, it's gonna be epic. Uh, Trevor, thanks for the buck from Canada. I appreciate everything, guys. Haven't been on in a long time, man. So 2022 is here, man. I can't believe I've been on 2 years, a little over 2 years now on this platform. Never Magic. Thanks for whatever that DKK. Yes, I love it. You need a green screen. I think you're doing a great job. Your opinion is needed. Love your book. Just bought a copy for my brother. Great book. I'm not just saying that. Everybody is saying that. Anybody who read it will tell you that, I think. So I am enjoying that. Thank you. I agree with the green screen. I think I'm coming up with a weather girl too, something crazy. Crusader, thanks. What happened to your head, Larry? Are you okay? Yes, your favorite whiskey is bourbon. I'm a bourbon drinker. Cigars, I'll tell you when I do business with them. Yes, I carry in a courier cabinet. The other guy slipped or couldn't hold it, and we were lifting it, and it went on my head. Fucking got a headache, but I had to come on. Angel, thanks. Angel Ennis, thanks for the 5. Hey, Larry, love you, man. Can you say happy birthday to my... Okay, Jacob, happy birthday. Many more, brother. Hope it's well. Gabe Cirillo, 5, thanks. What cigar will you be branding? What's your favorite type of cigar? Maduros, blondies, etc. From Churchills to torpedoes. Depends. I'm not. I have a golf course cigar. We're gonna have a whole brand. We're thinking about it. I had a great 5.5 hour meeting with these people. 5.5 hour meeting, and I'm talking me going to Nicaragua, pick my own blend, doing everything. So if I do it, it's gonna be done right. I ain't fucking around. Emily Epper, thanks for the 5. You're so educational. I'm at risk. Hey, where can I find reality affordable to watch? Go on my website. Email me at larry@realitycheckprogram.com. Just email me there. We're all at risk, but you all can turn around. Look how bad I was when we turned around. Alex, thank you for the 5. What happens to pedophiles after they get their beating you spoke about? Well, first of all, they go get transferred. They're not going to be in that same prison. That's not going to happen. So it's never good, and that's a jacket that follows them around. And that's just what's going to happen. Period. They do have eventually they have prisons of protective custody, something like that. It's going to be a rough ride. Ryan, thanks for the 5. Larry, just wanted to ask you if you're watching the Daytona 24 hours. Love I'm going to be going to the Daytona 500. I'll be on the infield if anybody's going to be there. We got a bunch of friends. We're all going to be on the infield with RVs. I'm going to be there. I did it last year as my bucket list, and I'm doing it this year. It's going to be epic. I have a lot of time. Richard, thanks. But I'm not watching the Daytona, the 24-hour one. One more. It's really interesting hearing you talk about prison reform. It's such a complex answer, but I agree that yes, it is a complex answer. You got to start somewhere. Prison reform's got to start, in my opinion. The first and best thing that could start was private prisons getting out of there. I mean, that's the first thing. There's so many more things. I have a team I could put together. They need me on a panel. I could really do good on that. And Nick Dove, thanks for the 5. Is there a time where you don't think of prison, or do you always think? Good question. Sadly, a lot of things come back to that. First of all, I was in during from 34 years old to 46 years old. The best years of a person's life, from earning power to communications to work to sex to everything, relationships. So I would say yes. Most things come back to prison because it scars you. It's something, and then when you survive it, you think, if I could listen. I live in a little house, and people say, Larry, why do you live in such a little house? I lived in a fucking prison cell. I could live anywhere. I don't take stock in where, like, that kind of stuff. J.S. Blacksmith, hey Larry, friend, trying to get your book. How much is it in the U.S.? The only vendor shipping to Germany. We do ship to Germany. It's $30 flat shipping rate. And that's more what it costs to take it. there with shipping and handling. The book is $20. Just go to my site, go to any video, go below the video, and you can look at the book link, and that's what it is. I think it'll be about 49 bucks American or something like that, and that gets it shipped to you, which is, you can't beat that actually. Oh wow, look at this, Annie Seaside. Thanks for the 10. I like that little emoji, Annie. Thanks for the 10. I wish I had a question too. I love answering questions. I haven't did this in a long time. I enjoy it. You guys know I like to communicate. I was on Discord the other night. I do like to communicate. That's what I do best. I love to tell us. I have so many. I was out last night with friends, and one of them said, "I haven't heard that story, and I know you 10 years because there's so many, and certain things trigger a story." Just like my dad, one of the videos I did not long ago, getting out. People ask, "Well, what's the worst thing that everybody thinks it's certain thing?" When you see your dad with Alzheimer's, it's fucking. And I was very close. Breaks to this day. I'm lucky and blessed to live with my mom. I take care of my mom. She's 88 years old. She'll be 89. And she always worried. I told her I'll never leave her. Stay here. I built my studio right here in this house. And you guys get here. I'll give you a quick look. Here's the studio. Of course, the bar. So you just got a view of the studio. You just got a view of the studio. So, Angel Glow, thanks for the 5. Thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. A lot of people, and I appreciate that because believe it or not, I get hate mail too. I don't know why, people just haters, but I get so much mail like that. People who appreciate what I do. Believe me, I read a lot. You guys know that. I go on every video after posts and I answer. That's me. I read the stuff. I take a lot of your guys' stuff with content and movie reviews. I take a lot of that stuff, guys. That's what I do, and that's part of what I do. Ryan Brown, thanks for the 5. Larry, I loved your USP Atlanta video. Do you know much about the New Mexico penitentiary riot that took place? I don't, but I'm going to research all prison riots. Attica riot, New York, a couple other ones, even out of the country. That shit's no joke. Listen, human beings aren't made to be caged. I know they fucked up. I know we have to do something, but it's just a natural thing. So I just, it's, and when you treat people like animals, they're going to become animals. I don't care what you do. Do we want people who are rehabilitated when they get out? Because 95% are getting out. I don't want a guy living next to me who's all fucked up. I just don't. Joe, my man, Joe. Oh, I love Joe. Joe has been with me to let everybody know since almost day one. Thanks, Joe. Hello, Larry. I look forward to talking to you. What do you think about people under 18 being tried? I don't like it. Obviously, it's done. I don't like it, Joe. We'll talk more about that. The reason I don't like it because the brain is not formally developed. I don't like young kids going in the military and killing people, in a war. You got to be fucked up when you get out. You just got to be. Never magic. Thanks for the DK89. Did you read the whole Bible? If yes, I read the Bible 5 times, cover to cover. Yes, and I read the Quran 3 times. I read the Torah twice, I think it was. I read Buddha books. I read them all. Yes, I do read a lot. That was my thing. Thanks for mail. 21-month jailbird. Do you find yourself experiencing any sorts of discrimination given you? Yeah, absolutely. All the time. I know people look at me. Some people look at me weirdly. Some people, they say I'm intimidating. They say certain things. They say my mannerisms scare them. So, and even like, with when I got an apartment down in Fort Lauderdale 5 years ago, cost of my record, they made me pay double just on the deposit. So yes, Annie Seaside, thanks again. How long was your parole? Also, the Amazon Attica is depraved. I don't get what you mean by is depraved. I'm gonna look it up. 3 years. I had 3 years paper, Annie. So I did all my time, and then I had another 3 years, and they were assholes. They don't want to see you succeed. Especially I was doing very well, developed my program and stuff, and they still will fucking give me a hard time. I truly believe they don't want to see you succeed. That's their job, to catch people. We fuck up, all of us. I'm a fuck up. Everybody's a fuck up in their own way. Just try to do good. Try to treat people good. That's all I ask people to do. Richard, thanks for the 5. General, I lean Republican, but I think that people that have served the time should get their rights. Absolutely. Doesn't mean anything what you lean. I lean neither way. I'm a libertarian, if you want to call me anything. I look at the person. I am socially liberal. Sex. I don't care who you marry. I don't care if you want to marry an animal. Gay, straight, bi. I love you all, everybody. I think it's great. I have no drugs. Do whatever you want. Now, if you commit a crime to do the drugs and get the drugs, you should be held accountable. But I also I'm fiscally responsible, so that's another part of me that I think people should have to work, pay their way, stuff what it is. If you're healthy, pay your way. But no older person should ever, or anybody should eat cat food in any country. Period. Where we shouldn't have that happen. Eclipse, thanks for the 5. Hey, Larry, what is the longest road trip you've taken? I'm going from Illinois to Texas. And listen, I took a trip all the way from Florida to South Dakota. I went to Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, so all the way in my RV. Went through Arkansas, Missouri, Minnesota, all through the. It was great, and I'm going to do it again. I really want to do that and to go on the road and do some engagements with people, tell you where I'm at. We can smoke a cigar and stuff like that. Seville, thanks for the whatever it is, New Zealand. Hey, Larry, I love the kind of crazy that's going on in the world with politics, COVID, nothing. Well, yeah, it is crazy, and that's why I did my news show, because I'm trying to put a little bit of common sense on it. If I could do that, if that makes sense, to you, that's what I'm trying to do. So hopefully I can do that. Devick, how about murder? Do you believe they should be punished with death sentence? No, I don't believe in a death sentence at all. But obviously, everyone wants an eye for an eye and all that. I don't believe in it. I don't believe that that's bad because try to live in prison if you're that. Listen, the natural course of reactions happen, whether it's Jeffrey Dahmer or Whitey Bulger, they get the death penalty, and that's the worst way to get it, in my opinion. And there's too many people who've been found innocent with the death penalty. You can't. Numbers don't lie. So Alex Luff, thanks for the fight. Hey, Larry, speaking of Daytona, do you have a favorite NASCAR? Yeah, my biggest NASCAR driver ever was, I'm a NASCAR, not Indy, was Jimmy Johnson. I love Jimmy Johnson with Hendricks Motorsports. So I'm a Hendricks guy. And I root. I'm not as much as I was when I was in prison. Jackson Bear, my man, thanks for the fight. Hey, Larry, did you know that the largest sheriff's office in the country has at least 12 active gangs? I don't know what you mean. The sheriff himself, they have active gangs? I don't know. We have some big sheriff places down here. Broward County is one of the biggest ones. I think they got like a $100 million budget or some crazy number, or more than that. No, I think it's $900 million budget. Crazy, but nothing surprised me. Human beings don't surprise me ever, ever. People are people, and people mess up. This is a pretty big thing, man. I'm just looking at it on the screen. I got hit pretty fucking good. I said this is gonna leave a mark. Boy, I felt like I'm back in prison getting hit. Corporal Collins, thanks for the 5. Hey, Larry, first, where can I buy your book? Any of one of my videos, just go below my video. You'll see a link for the book. What happens with a cut on your head? I just said my nephew dropped the end of a big curio cabinet, a heavy one we were carrying. And I shouldn't do it with my back, but I did. And I'm strong. He dropped it. And what can I say? Hit in my head. So I'm all right. The Sandman, thanks for the fight. Hey, Larry, thanks for the video content. It's taught me so much about how fucked up the prison system is fucked up. I'm glad I could give it an eye. If I could do, I'm happy the way it's going because I know this audience that I have is very loyal. I think the audience I have is very caring, young. We know that demographics are young, and you guys are our future. I'm a believer, man. I really am a believer. I'm not one of these older guys that think it's my way. Fuck me. It's all about you guys, and I think you guys are going to change the world. I really do. You're smart. You're compassionate. You guys don't give a fuck about sexuality or this or drugs. You guys are very, very good. Young people, I'm very what they call bullish, and in the market that means I'm very positive towards young people. Even with the hate mail, and I get hate mail. Oh, you're a criminal. You're fucking. You should have never got out. I can't change everybody's mind, but I think I've helped and opened people's minds, and I think that's what I can do. Hey, thanks for the $5. Do you think police should at least earn a bachelor's? I don't think it's the degree. I don't think that's what needs. I think maturity. I think more psychological training and better community skills. I think that's the best thing they can do for police. It's Hampel. Thanks for the 20. Hey, Larry, I was wondering if you would be interested in reading some prison-related horror stories, fiction. But they're to the point I read The New Fish recently and read. Send it to me, Larry at realitycheckprogram.com. I'm a reader, so the thing is me with time. My thing is a big time thing. So Ryan Brown, what do we got? Larry, thank you. I always wondered if a made guy from a crime family, fully patched member of a 1% club goes to prison. Do they get? I wouldn't say treat any better. They still better have respect. They can get your ass fucked. I have a friend who fucked up John Stanford, who was a crime boss. I don't care who you are. You respect everybody. And that's just it. It's all about respect. But you at least have friends going in, and that's what helped me. Not as a made guy, but as a person who was associated with that group. Lexi Jones, thanks for the ride. How did you feel when you found out that you would be a grandpa? Uh, it, what can I say? I'll never. That's why it keeps. I love my grandson and daughter. That's why I have two, and I love what my son's doing. He's a great father, and that's and his wife or girl is a good mother. So I love them. I mean, period. There's nothing. I mean, that's smiles. You just put a smile on my face, Lexi. Thank you. All right, we got Plaque Doc. Thanks. Hey, Larry, I sent a letter to someone in prison, and I let us stop them from. Oh, isn't that powerful? Thank you. And people don't realize what a letter can do. I do that with people on out in the real world. I just stopped and helped somebody. But yeah, I love that. Good for you, man. That's got to make you feel good. It makes me feel good. I don't know the situation. Tyler, how you doing, Tyler? Thanks for the five. If you, is your area eligible to hold the government leadership positions? I can actually run for Congress, even with a record. I wonder if I'd win. Uh, I could actually run for Congress. Is that crazy? Trevor Meeks, thanks for the five. Wish I had a question. Uh, Zach, thanks for the 10. How you doing? Hey, Larry, love your videos. My dad just got approved for release. Good for him. He was incarcerated in a psychiatric facility. That advice you have to help you. I don't know the whole situation. Obviously, I don't know how long he's been in, but if it's any kind of length of time, he's going to be institutionalized. So what I always suggest to people is don't try to tell them what to do. Try to educate them along the way. Don't grab the clicker from them and say, do this. When I got out of prison, I couldn't even function. And if you did that to me, it made me feel like I'm stupid. I'm not, obviously. But so go slow. Let them ask questions. Respect their privacy. They're going to need it. They're used to it, and give it to them. Remember that. Puckett, thanks for the 20, Richie. 1969. I don't know if that's your age. Petty officer Lawton. Yep. What was your favorite duty station? Oh man, this is a great guy. You said you served. Been a paid member of your year, still love it. Thank you very much, man. Chief Big Guns. That's you are, Chief. I love being on a 378. I also love being a coxswain and then also an OD at small boat stations. And I loved it all. I'd have been in if I never got hurt. I don't know, on a 378, I was a BM2 and a BM1 billet. So I had 60 guys working for me, chief to a chief. I worked to this day. I'm friends with the chief. He ended up retiring as a master chief. Good friend of mine. I love the Coast Guard, man. You're bringing back memories there, Chief Big Guns. That makes me smile. So yeah, I miss my Coast Guard days. I still have buddies in the Coast Guard. We talk. And we're on a reunion. We're gonna have one, but COVID stopped that. So, but yeah, those are big days. Were you a chief in the Coast Guard or Navy? Doesn't matter. I know you guys used to call us puddle jumpers, but I just was talking to a cigar company, and they were Cubans. And I was telling them why I have respect for Cubans. I was one of the first boats on scene during the Freedom Flotilla back in 1980, 81, actually it was. Okay, Gumby, ever think of writing a book for every young kids who don't have fathers? I did. I got a cookbook coming, which would be real cool. Got some more videos coming. I got one we made onion soup and stuff. But yes, someone else mentioned that. It's another project. It's time. Everything with me is time. Obviously, we run a small bunch of guys, and that's why even the support you guys give us with money and stuff that helps. Because trust me, I'm not rich, but I enjoy what I do. I really do, guys, and that means a lot. Alex, thanks for the 10. Have you seen Life in Prison with Bad Bob? His channel is him making videos in prison showing the food. I heard of him, but I was worried about doing something with him because what happens if he says, this guy helped me and he has a cell phone in prison and they know I'm an ex-con? There's kind of like worry there a little bit. I don't know how it is legit where he is. I get it. But it worries me because if he ever just says, well, they get the cell phone, who you're talking to, he's trying to help me escape. It's a bigger thing than you think. When I was in, having a cell phone was an escape charge, literally an escape charge. Saint be loved. Thanks for life. Sometimes really good men must do really bad. You know that I heard that before, and I want to believe it. I just my bad side was pretty bad. If anybody read the book, you didn't want to cross me back in those days. Uh, I was a pretty tough guy. I'm not saying I'm not tough. I don't know. I'm old, man. You kids are fucking too young for me. I can't beat any of you guys unless I hit you once. I can still hit, but no. I get it, and thank you for that. I hope that is true. The wannabes 101. Thanks for the 10. I'm a pre-med. Okay, I'm about to graduate with my human biology degree, and I wanted to let you know. Good for you. We need more like you. I hang out with doctors. You said you're pre-med. Most of my friends are literally doctors. Matter of fact, we were joking last night at dinner. They said, I tell people I'm an honorary doctor. I got 6 of my friends will sign off on me. One's a OBGYN, gynecologist, ENT surgeons, orthopedic surgeons, gynecologist. We have a bunch of different heart doctor. So we have a lot of main doc, and good for you. It's a good profession. It helps a lot of people. It's going to always need it. I hate to hear all the bureaucracy that goes into what you do too. So get ready for that. Eric Franklin, thanks for hey Larry, love your content and beliefs. You're a true role model, inspirator. Keep up the great work. I hope, Eric, that you like my news show because that's what I'm trying to keep it real. Vio Chair, thanks for. I wonder, have you ever went full inmate on someone? Like, have you? Yes. And the people there really got nervous and scared because I'm worried about what I would do to somebody. Because if I snap like that, I used to tell people, don't let the gorilla come out. And I'm a lover now, not a fighter. But if something happens to my grandkid or a woman, some picking on a woman or something, or somebody who's not able to defend themselves, or whether it's an old person, even a guy that's weaker, pick on me, motherfucker. You'll know where you're at. Whether you beat me or not, you're gonna know where the fuck you were at. So one time, and it wasn't pretty. Thanks for the $7, Grady. Have you heard of Tent City Prison Take? I didn't hear that. I know I heard of Tent City in Arizona with Joe Arpaio. Would you love to watch it? Yeah, send that. Larry at realitycheckprogram.com. It's Larry at realitycheckprogram.com. This is great. I'm having fun today, man. I haven't did this in a while. This is the first one of 2022. Been really busy, guys. I told you. I was here sitting here and I said, I got to come. So I put it up online. I don't know if you got it. And some of the feedback on my new show, I like. I hope you like the way Darian's editing it. We're going to maybe bring a weather girl in, have fun with it so I don't get offended anybody. I hate that shit, this politically correct world, because everybody who knows me knows there's zero prejudices in me. And I like to have fun, period. End of story. And that's just the way I am. Carl Webster, thanks for 10. Larry, do you think Prince Andrew will get a fair? I don't know the whole case yet. I will look it up. Sometimes people get a bad gene just because who they hung out with. There's people we hang out, we don't know everything about them, and then you hear something and you're holy fuck. I don't know this whole case. I really don't. And I don't know the politics of England like I do the United States, but I want everybody to get a fair trial. I don't give a shit who you are. I told people, whether it's Bill Cosby or anybody, I don't give a shit. Fair is fair. And that's the end of it, period. You're wrong or right. We got to live with it. I'd rather see 10 guilty go free than one innocent man get screwed. And that's most people are like. Count, thanks for the 10. Hello from Finland. Do you have any favorite books or genre books? I've read all of Clive Cussler. I've read all Harry Potter. I actually like W.E.B. Griffin. I remember that series and I love it. I think it starts at the privates or the lieutenants, then the majors. W.E.B. Griffin, a Brotherhood of War. Brotherhood of War. Watch that series. Watch it. Read it. I love it to this day. I'd read it again. So yes, get that count and let me know. Larry at Reality Check Program. You're gonna love them if you like book because it's a character-based book. Tyler Patterson, thanks for the file. Larry, did you ever meet any engineers in prison? Yeah, he's an engineering student. Yeah, I met many very, 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 very smart people. A matter of fact, I know many smart people. I have a friend of mine who actually invented the iPhone Touch. thing. So I know engineers. I have friends who are engineers. Uh, Good for you. Go to give me follow what you love. Everybody. Thanks for the 5. Smiz, my grandpa didn't get released. He was 57 and dying. And wanted, can you look up Crosby versus United States and dead in prison? Wow, that is sad, man. They call it compassion release. You'd think they do it, not even for the money, but sometimes they just ask. Sorry about that. Look it up. You have to send it to me. I couldn't remember that anyway. It's simple. Thanks for the 5. Sent over the horror story, Larry. Keep up the reform. Stick to the corrupt bastards and promote the lovers. I will always be positive. That's just the way my nature is. But I get mad. I get emotional, and I want to see things change. I hope in my life I see some change. I know you guys will see it, and I hope you keep it up. I think there's going to be someone on this channel that's going to get inspired, and I hope get in the right position to remember some of the stuff I talk about. Because that's no bullshit. I will fucking sit in front of any congressional shit. Bring these motherfuckers. But they won't do that. They're fucking weak bastards. Control. Thanks for the easy. Will you do any more Money Heist? Yes. At the end of Money Heist, I'm going to do the final one. I'm on the last, I think, 1 or 2. I think I'm on 7. I think there's 10, or I'm on 8. There's 10. So I'll finish Money Heist and do the ending. I loved it. I'm so far not so hyped on these last 6 episodes. Too much with this lady running around with the fucking baby. Right. That's where I'm at. So that's me. And the professor shit, Magnazone, thanks for the 20. Hey Larry, do you collect any antiques or have a collection of something? I collect gas man. Wow, that's pretty cool. I told you I used to collect clocks. I think I showed this in a video. This is actually a clock from a robbery. I know it's crazy. I used to freaking take a clock. Don't ask me why, but I did. I used to be a memorabilia collector. Joe DiMaggio. I had a Molten basketball from the 1992 Dream Team. That was what I did. Loved it. Keep it up. It's something fun. Seek, thank you. The dude, say one of your everyday pet peeves that gets you really worked up. One of my pet peeves, I really don't have any. Wow, I don't have any. That really gets, not really. Listen, stupidity gets me fucking worked up. It's not like there's certain I have to have or do or anything like that. I'm not like that. I'm not built like that. I'm not like a fucking jerk off like that. But I mean, people have pet peeves. I get it. Don't walk on a fucking wet floor or some shit. I don't know. I really don't have any. Uh, it's a good question. I'll think more about it, dude. But I don't think there is one. Trabasco, thanks for the fire. Hey, Larry, do you ever think pets in prison could be like inmates having a dog, cat, or we had cats in Atlanta, not our cats, but they would come in because there's so many rats and stuff, and you see guys try to make them their pet on the yard or whatever, bring them food, steal it, and do shit and crazy shit. But I think it'd be great. I think some jails do it with dogs, to train dogs for people. So I think that's a good idea. I don't know if it'll ever come about again. Our system has to change to want to help people, to want to rehabilitate. Until that happens, you're not going to get anything that's positive, sadly. They took away Pell Grants. They took away all the stuff that educates people. Annie, again, thank you, Annie. Blind Watch Attic on Amazon. Shocking, never seen footage. Thank you for fighting a good fight. Yeah, the Attica riots were big. I remember them. They were in the 70s. And wow, some serious shit. I don't know if they were worse. They might have been worse death-wise. I think 40-something people got killed. But the Atlanta riot was for a long 12 days. As you said, I did the video on that. So I don't know if that is normal. If I say normal, but like, prison riots are crazy. They really are. It's some serious shit, man. It really is some serious shit. And when you think about it, it's cause of always something. Atlanta riots because these Cubans weren't getting even a hearing. They were in prison for what? Think about that. At what point does people have to resort to a violence? You got to understand why people do. People say, "Well, I don't mind your protest, but why violence?" Well, things happen because there's no answers. If you sit and protest every day, nothing's happening. You got to go to the next level somehow, some way, because somebody has to hear your voice. And I get that. Grant Britton, thanks for the $3. If you're a physical prime, could you beat a pro box in your physical prime? No. I used to spar with professionals, the real professional. I'm not talking about a joke guy. I used to fight, but no. If I hit him, I always had a good punch. You could see look at all the scars on my fucking hands. You'll see fucking scars here and shit. But no, I don't think I could. I wouldn't mind doing it, but not a professional. You know, I did amateur shit, and that's a whole different animal. When you talk pros, and one of my good friends, I'm gonna have him on, is Mark Rendazzo, cruiserweight champ of the world. He'll tell you about me sparring with him. Great guy too, man. Angelo Dundee was his trainer. So was Lou Duva. He was the cruiserweight champ of the world. Jay, thanks for the 5. I work from home, and your videos always help pass the time. Shout out from Indiana. How you doing, guys? Indiana, one of my best friends from Indiana, Jasper, Indiana. You're a great guy. Thanks for sharing your story. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, I mean, my buddy is really a close friend of mine. My best friend. He's from Jasper, Indiana. I fuck with him. What the fuck is Jasper? Rockford Media. Oh, I know you. Yeah, you've been around for a while. Thanks, man. Hey, Larry, Matt here. Hope you're well. Yep, I told you I knew him. I hope you guys like when I come out with a cigar brand. I think it'd be epic. Let me tell you the first name people are thinking: the Crooked Diamond. So I think that's pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of shit because it'd have my logo. You know, you guys know my logo, so it'd be pretty cool. Ryan, thanks for the 5. Larry, my aunt's stepson was recently released from FC. Oh, Butner, okay, North Carolina. Did you ever serve time? I never served time there. That's a medical facility and a regular facility. She wants nothing to do with him. That's sad. I don't know what the whole case is, so I always, when you don't know the whole story, but you hope it wasn't something so bad. I don't think people should judge. I think second chances is what this world should be about. I don't know the whole story though, so but it is sad. And he wasn't at a maximum security or anything, so I don't know what he did. Control, thank you again. What was your mental state like after getting out? Wow, I was on edge, man. I could have went back very easily. Certain things would have happened the wrong way, and not a part of it. I really believe maybe the cards aligned when I was taking care of my dad with Alzheimer's. Uh, I had a function. And I was lucky to have enough brains and want to not have to work for somebody. I get at a job. I got a kid telling me to fucking do something. It's just hard for me to accept that. But I really would have. Daniel, thanks for the 5. Loving your vids. Watch your Gangster Redemption video so many times. Yeah, we just found out that's one of the most watched series is on YouTube in the playlist. So if you haven't watched the whole series, it's called the Gangster Redemption, I think, book series. I don't even know the name. It's a great series. I narrated. I remember when I first started, I was reading the book, and that wasn't working. So that's funny. Hey, guys. MJ, Larry, if you go to prison, would you rather be really smart or really tough? Smart. Toughness only gets you so far. I like both. I think I was both. But I think if you have more brains, you're going to do better. You'll figure things out better. Just being a dumb fucking jock or a dumb fucking tough guy doesn't work because there's always someone tougher than you. Trust me on that. They'll stab you. They'll get you when you're not looking. There's fucking crazy motherfuckers in there. And you can't stop that, man. Luna B, thanks for the 5. What's your take on dating while in prison? Yeah, what do you mean? Have you been in love after lockup or love whole locked up? Do you mean someone in there, or do you mean having a outside? I don't know what that question meant, Luna. I've seen everything in there, and I've seen everything out here. I've seen people try to keep relationships together. Very rarely works from the outside to the inside. And I've seen relationships inside that actually were good. And I know people are going to go, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. And again, I don't judge. Who the fuck am I to judge, man? I've been around too long, man. You can't even shock me in this world. Nothing shocks me in this world. Listen, when you're 60 years old and you did all the shit I did, nothing will shock you, period. And that I can guarantee. Nothing will shock you. And it shouldn't shock anybody, especially my young audience. I hope everybody's open enough to let everybody live their life, no matter what that is. I don't give a shit what that is. As long as you're not harming anybody and you're not taking advantage of young people or old people or doing that. Other than that, do whatever the fuck you want in this world. I hope people understand that. Bonnie Jeanette, thanks for the 10, no question, but thanks for the 5. Lone Fire Blossom, thanks for the 10. Just a big fan who wanted to show support. Thank you very much. Listen, the support means a lot. And not just that. It shows YouTube that we have support. It shows YouTube that we're doing the right thing. Always remember, when you guys comment and when you guys answer my videos and we go back and forth, that shows YouTube that we have engagement, that people care what we do. And it means a lot to me. I love when we get things. And even when, it's funny, when I get the hate mail, I first sit and think, and I go, well, they just have nothing to fucking do. Because the hate is not anything like, very educational, if you want to call it that. It's just not. So I don't know what it is. Thomas, thanks for the whatever that TKK is video with Big Ron Possible. Oh, my man, Big Ron. Yes, if I can get him in California. I love Big Ron. Man, Ron was my buddy. When I tell you, he used to carry me home fucking when I was going crazy and fucking prison, fight everybody. And Ron will tell the stories. He's big motherfucker. He didn't want to fuck with Ron either, but Ron was my buddy. Making back memories. Joshua McClaw, 15. Thanks for that. Heather, my friends and I have been home brewing for like the last year. We'd love to send you some about obviously beer, any prison brewing tips. Oh wow, that shit sucked. Listen to me, man. No, I could buy shit. It's a lot better, There's no reason for me to. I did that shit. I know what you're doing. But now if you could cook it, I'd like to see what you do in that. Make a video of you cooking it and making actual liquor instead of just the wine. Make the liquor. And I need. I'm thinking of doing a video of that, but somebody said I shouldn't. We just debated it. It might come. How can I get your book for less than $289? Just go on my website for $20. So just go on my website, $20. If you're overseas, it's $30 shipping and handling flat rate because that's what it is, almost 28 or whatever it is, certain places. So just go on my website under any video, Gangster Redemption book. It's $20. And the reason I started that actually was because of people getting screwed with that. Why does YouTube stop some of these? Let me see. What is this? Larry, how many BBCs did you get in prison? I'm not gonna answer those. That's funny. Larry, did you drop? Oh, Elliot, you guys are funny, actually. Oh, that's funny. Oh, my cigars, man. That's one thing I love. So get my book there, Bonnie Jeanette. Who's this? Jeremiah, no last name. Sending love from the West Coast. Have a great Saturday. Hey, good. Hey, West Coast. I think your Rams are going to win the Super Bowl. How's that? Just I do. We'll see. I'm pretty fucking shitty on my picks, but maybe I will. Let me see. Have you heard about Slovakia? Oh, I know what Slovakia is. What about it? I got drunk and fought a guy who beat the crap out of me. I was the aggressive one, but he got 2 months. I hate that somebody got 2 months in prison for anything for fighting. If you guys were to fucking starting the shit. I hear you, Ben. All right, I got this Elliot. I think you just, I don't know, you're fantasizing about something you want. Larry, how long did it? Hold on, I gotta go slow down. That's the problem. I heard Tom Brady just retired. Yes. Oh yeah, hold on, Larry. How long did it take you to change your prison mentality? Wow, that's a great question. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did change my prison mentality. Sometimes I have that. It's an awareness. It's knowing your surroundings. I've let my guard down now. I used to not be able to sit next to any, without my back to the wall. If I'm with certain people, I can now. And it's just something that's in me. And maybe that was my whole life. But now a little bit more than ever. So it's like that. So that's what I'm thinking. but I still have that imprisonment. I know my problem is that I worry that if I ever snap, I know what I can do to somebody, and I don't want that ever. And I think of my grandkids. That's what keeps me straight. And somebody asked me that already. Welcome, Jailbird. Levi Lynn, thank you. Case, thanks for the 10. Justin, sending you some love from the Pacific Northwest, Canada. Larry, if you're Pacific Northwest, my editor is from that area of Victoria, actually. Thanks for all the awesome content. Your videos helped me get through mother's battle. Sorry to hear that. I lost 2 sisters to cancer, one at 49 and one at 56. So I feel I do. But that's one thing we can't stop in this world is death. It's all gonna happen. When, we don't know. So live your life and live it for your mom, Justin. You'll get through it. Sorry about your loss though. And man, it's gotta be cold as fuck up there. I couldn't do that shit. I don't like Florida right now. It's too cold here. Logan Hull, thanks for the fight, Larry. Comment on many of your videos, but never donate until now. It's because of you I became a better CO. Good for you. We need better COs. As you know, I talk to COs. Gary, who was a union guy in Jessup, is a good friend of mine. We talk a lot. We need good COs, people who have hearts, people can realize people aren't all bad. And it's hard in your profession. So stay tough. Maybe you'll get to that position where you can be the boss, so to speak, Logan. I don't know what position you're in, but we do need good people. I never discouraged that because there were some that saved my life. Some are fucking jerk offs that didn't belong, and you know that too. The mutualist, I don't know what that is. How likely often are you to get beat up in prison, especially if you're, that's a fallacy. It depends on how you handle yourself. Everybody knows, everybody in there. It depends on what I was. When I was in a maximum security prison, you weren't in there because you were a nice guy. You weren't in there because you were a banker who were writing bad checks or fucking stole fucking money and you're a doctor or some shit. You were in there because you were capable of doing something very bad. But it's how you handle yourself. So I wouldn't say you're going to get beat up at all. I mean, it can happen, obviously. Got to how you handle yourself. Doom92, thanks for the fight. Did you ever meet Roy? Oh, no, I did not meet Roy. I knew of the Roy. What did they? Roy was crazy. Well, we knew they had a great crew. I didn't know they were killing the bodies and chopping them up like they were. They had actually a chop shop. They were known for robbing cars, actually, not for that I didn't know until later. But he was known. He was a fucking pretty badass motherfucker. He had a hell of a crew over there. And that was not far from us in Brooklyn. Yeah, so got to keep drinking water. That's good for me. Ryan, thanks for the 10. After the video about your dad after prison, it made me think about my mom. She was a probation officer and bailiff. I'd love to hear your perspective about the probation process. Yeah, that's a good video. We were just discussing that, my team. We're going to do one on that really soon about my probation time and how I had to run into them and what they did and everything else. So it's going to be a video coming out real soon. Those are, again, it's another agency that I wish they would think more about the positive instead of the negative. They have to justify their jobs, though. If nobody's fucking violating, then it's, are you doing your job? I had a judge and my best friend who just passed sit me down and talk to me about 6 months before my paper was up. Said, I got to be careful, man. They're looking for you. And this is a judge, a local judge, but local telling me that. So, I mean, isn't that sad? That's pretty sad. Count, thanks for 10. Hey, again, I followed up on your advice and ordered The Lieutenants by W.B. Griffin along with some other books like Homeblower and The First Shape Job. Now, thanks for the tip. W.B. Griffin, wait till you read. I can remember they have a character named Lowell. Wow, this is years. Lowell and General Porky, Waterford, I think it is. You'll see this if you follow it. That series hooked me so bad. I was so that I would stop reading because I didn't want the book to go too fast. So you're gonna love it. I hope you let me know. Really, let me know on that. Andre Scoble, $4.99. Hey Larry, Frank Coluto of Casino. Ever met him? No, I didn't. Not at all. Who is he? It's not even ringing a bell. Wish I knew. Josh, thanks for the 5 again. Love your videos and your positive message to young kids. Was wondering if your cooking book is still coming out. It is probably maybe the end of the year. halfway through because it's time. I try to put a few hours a week on it. I got some videos coming out, and those videos are going to be in the book. Just description, pictures, and stuff, and how to do it, and the stories behind it, the stories behind the prison and things that happened during. It's gonna be a really cool book. I'm loving it, and when I say write, I write them. I mean, I had a co-writer with Peter Golenbach with my first book, but all that book is me because we dictated it and went back and forth. He just put it together. I think I could do it now. I really do. We'll see. I like to write. I like to communicate, and I like to write. Levi Lynn, thanks again. Hi, Larry. Any law book recommendations? Which website do you use to analyze case? Well, there's a couple of them. There's called Cite Books. I used to love to read the quotes by Lincoln and Thomas Jefferson. I'll show it someday. It's called a Cite Book, and it has great. It's a blue book, and I still have it in here. It's in my bedroom right now. And I love reading that kind of stuff. As far as no fiction. When I read law books, I read a lot of law books. I read cases. I read it for a lot of years, and you learn a lot. You really do. It's pretty cool. So try that. Try a Cite Book. It's a blue. It's called a Cite Book, I think, and it gives you a lot of stuff in the back. Really great quotes. Jason, thanks for the 10. Hey, Larry, love your content. I've never been in prison, but you broke my eyes. Corrupt the American prison and what? It is the worst system. I keep saying this in the world. It pisses me off to this day that the United States talks about human rights in any other country when we have a very bad human rights record in the United States. So don't fucking throw fucking stones if you live in a glass house. Period. Broke Stacker, thanks for the 5. So if someone was injured, dying in the hole, would they just listen? I've seen that happen. I've seen them let a man die in a prison cell. Wow, you're gonna get me really thinking. Yes, it's terrible. Sometimes it's sad as fuck. Whew, that was a rough one. Timbo Splice 5. Yo, Larry, what makes you so confident about still being able to pull off a heist today? Knowing what I know and knowing how the psychology of it works, knowing what people are, doing it for so long, still reading about it, talking to others about it, talking to law enforcement about it. There's no question I could. I really did believe that. Would I know? Of course. Samuel Foote, thanks for the 5. Hey, Larry, I was wondering if you've seen anything on Australian jails. No, I haven't. Australia is one of the countries I really want to go to. It really is. Try to get a gig down there. I'd love to do something to get down there. I don't know if I could fucking handle a plane ride right now. Fucking in a mask, I couldn't. I hate masks. Hawkman Cards, thanks for the 5. What does a person do? Oh, what's that? Become target of prey on another person. If you're a target and you know it, you better confront it. You got to get that out of it. You can't live like that. You'll die of stress. And you got to confront it right away. Hard. Very hard. Wilson, thanks for 10. I am an author writing a prison escape story. I found your channel while researching prison life. It has really opened my eyes to the need for prison reform. Go to the prison, go to a couple of the videos on Atlanta. I explain where the towers and how they worked and everything else and escape. So it's a good, pretty good book. I don't know what you know about it. No, it's just a research book, I understand why people do it. If I had life, the fuck, I'd do everything I could to escape. Period. Good luck on the book. Retro, how you doing? Thanks for the 10. Hi, Larry. I love your channel. Just a question to ease anxiety. My dad is currently training to become a cop. With everything that's going on, what is really it for? You know what? We need a good cop. If he's police and community minded, he's going to do well. I think that's the whole thing. I think people can't be scared to confront people without a gun. I know it's a dangerous job, but they teach don't pull a gun over. Once you pull a gun, that one hand is done. What do you do? So think of that. He's getting trained, and if he's got the right mentality, good for him. He seems older, so obviously I think that's good. Wish him well. The Glory Man, thanks for the 5. Hey, Larry, just want to say hey and thanks for everything you do. Thank you. And again, thank everybody for watching, for supporting us, for commenting. It means something. If you pass our videos around, I appreciate it. Put it on your YouTube, put it on your Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. It helps. It all the little helps. The little stuff helps. I'm doing more Twitter. What's that? TikTok. I did a few more. So whatever you could do to help push us, and we appreciate it. The more eyes that we get, I think helps open more people's eyes to what I talk about. Because I'm not going to change. Nobody's going to change me. Come here and fucking make me change. I tell you that. Nobody's going to fucking tell me how to fucking run this channel. Nobody. Rick Cutler, thanks for. I wish your program was around when I was raising my son. Yeah, he thought gangster. Yep. Yeah, my program, reality check program, opens eyes big time, big time. I got a lot of great feedback. To this day, I get it from doing it 10 years ago. People come up, man, I didn't do this shit. And that makes me feel good. Really does. What can the average person do to change the prison system for the better? Be educated, Ramon. Be educated. Don't let them bullshit you. Don't buy prison stock. First of all, it's going down. Don't let the system. Don't let the system just say, "Oh, we're doing this." Hold them to account. Politicians need to know that people care. If politicians know that people care, they're going to hold the prison system accountable. I know it's a slow process, but it's a process that has to happen from everyday people. And it's sad that this normally only happens, Ramon, when you have a loved one in there or a friend in there. That's what's sad. And it's sad that we are getting more people because what happens is right now we got too many people who have been incarcerated in this country or been in the system. So they get too many people, but get it now. Help them now. Aiden, thanks for the file. I don't have a question, but thank you, man. Again, I appreciate the support. And also, when we do that, like I said, whatever you can do. And I know this sounds crazy to do. We get more money if you watch commercials. So let your fucking commercial run. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I guess so. Gives a fuck. And listen, I get YouTube, I get everything, and I get people, and I'm not just saying to do that. I understand people's time means something, everything else means something. So I got some really funny comments when I did a Raid Shadow commercial. Uh, hey, they paid me, so I got to eat, got to pay Darren, got to pay my son, got to pay everybody, got to pay the person, got to pay all the data people, the research. It's people don't get that. They know it, I guess, but and I understand it. So Raid Shadow made me smile because you guys know me so well. Someone goes, I know you don't play Raid Shadow. I started laughing my balls off. Robert Listella, thanks for the fight. Larry, me being a Jewish Italian, I always wondered how Jews are treated in prison. Again, everybody's treated the way they treat people. I don't care who you are. You are treated the way you treat people. And that's the way it should be. And I like that. Hi, Larry, do you miss some stuff in prison? No. No. I mean, I had some good people that I still in contact with, Paulie Collini and stuff like that. But no, do I miss stuff in prison? No. I mean, again, there's incidents that happen or situations and stuff. Yes, that kind of stuff. But no, do I miss? No, not really. Fuck no. Andres, thanks for the 5. You're a pet peeve. Shaving. Yeah, that was in prison for sure, but that's not now. Obviously, I have my own sink. You're right. That's a good one. In prison, that was different. In prison, it was different. You didn't clean the toilet, something like that. That's not a pet peeve. That's something sanitary. Yeah, that guy. I can guarantee to this day that motherfucker cleans his sink. I bet he does. He should. I don't know. Fuck it, Richie. Is that it? 1960. Again, I get that name. Larry, you have some trolling in here. I'll be happy to monitor. Trolling is what? That's okay. Whatever it is, I'm not even paying attention to it, so it doesn't matter. I'm really. I don't just do it. I don't care. Look at Larry. I hope you get COVID. I guess that's just trolling or whatever. Something. Who would say something stupid like that? Really, who would say something stupid like that? Fuck it, Richie Foreman. Fuck it, Richie for whatever. Like you said, they're trolling or people who just are haters or whatever you want to call them. They don't bother me because they got no life. MJ1, thanks for the 5. If I shaved at Larry's house, I would replace the sink. That is funny. Oh, that's funny. That makes me laugh. Aiden, besides being released, what was your best day in prison? Besides being released? When I got transferred from Atlanta, it was a big day, because all the situation happened before it. But doing acid in prison probably had to be honest, leaving the prison. like floating. I was telling my daughter last night, she was here with her boyfriend, and we were talking about that. I literally floated out of prison. I know that's crazy, and I don't support anything. Again, I think responsibility is everything with everybody, but it was a lot of fun, crazy shit, man. I do remember that day. I mean, I've had some good. It's about the good people. I mean, I sponsored a softball team when I was in Coleman and bought everybody shirts and shit like that. It was, things I did that made me smile, I guess. Welcome, Jailbird, Pony Boy. Mary, thanks for the 20 rubes. I guess that's Russia rubes. I'm thinking. KB Larry, hope they make you go back. Yeah, see, like that. And you get jumped. There's people. How stupid. Now, I shouldn't even mention it. And you're right. Maybe I'll get a mod. I usually do have Darian or somebody mod, but I just did this. I said I'd come on for an hour or so. How long have I been on? I don't even fucking know. I don't care. Do you guys mind I'm on? Yeah, I don't know if you guys want me to leave. Just an hour. I can stay a little longer. What the fuck? I don't. Have you ever killed someone? Colby, why would I answer that? Larry, what happened to your head? Again, my head happened because of carrying something, and the other guy dropped it. And when he dropped it, it fucking big curio cavity. I'm like, I'm still strong. That I gotta say, I got a lot of strength yet. That's good. Hey Larry, was there any help for addicts? No, that's the problem. If you're an addict, you're going to become worse of an addict on the inside because there is no help. And that's sad. Hold on, let me get something to drink. So I get a quick drink, not liquor too. Oh, I have a question for you guys. How are you guys liking my podcast? If anybody can mention if they watch or listen to my podcast, I do twice a week. Comes out that day. I do it in the mornings, and then I put it right up. So I think people, whatever. Timbo, thanks for the 5. I like hearing about the old New York City. Do you think trading the working class character of the city for cleanliness and safety? I don't know. It's a good one. I like the old and New York. I like the old. See, I was growing up back in the old days when they had fucking, red light districts and shit. But I was a kid loving that shit. So, what can I say? I like that shit. IG Pig Papa, thanks for a couple. What happens with people who do VC fraud in prison? VC, what is VC fraud? I don't even know what VC fraud is. I don't know. What's for credit card? I don't know. Is it? I don't know what VC fraud is. I don't know. I see when they stop people. I'm gonna get some of you guys to be moderators, maybe. And I don't do this enough to worry about it so much, but it'd be probably good. Any tips for young offenders? Yeah, don't offend. There comes a time in your life you got to get out of that shit. I mean, it really does. At what point do you say, what this led to save my life? Credit card fraud. It meant credit card fraud. So if you understand what I mean by that, think what I just said. Comes a time you got to change your life. It really does. Mary, thanks for the rubes. Yeah, you guessed right. I'm from Russia, but really want to go to the U.S. study acting. My question is, have you ever watched Orange? Yes, I did. Some of it's a little bit too much bullshit, if you ask me, with Orange is the New Black, because of putting a check writer with a murderer is not common or normal. Thomas the Handsome. Oh wow, 20. I miss untold stories. Will there be? Yes, of course. There's going to be more untold stories. Jonathan, thanks for the 20. Hey Larry, my best friend is in a facility in Florida Panhandle and has been abused by guards. Has written grievances and was threatened because of it. I've shared your stories and it has motivated him. But he needs to just stick to his guns, write senators, and have friends and everybody write as many senators and congressmen as they can from Florida, for surrounding areas, for his home state, wherever, or their home state. It does help. And it doesn't shock me. I don't know what facilities at, state or Fed. And he's going to learn two things: patience, and he's going to learn perseverance. And if he sticks to that, he's going to do good. It served me well. Kept my sanity actually, because I was going crazy. And you will fucking go crazy. Don't let anybody kid you. You will go crazy. Tommy, well, welcome to Jailbird. Tyler, thanks for the 5. You and Joe Rogan would arguably be the greatest podcast episode. I love Joe Rogan. I talked about him and that Spotify bullshit with fucking Neil Young. That's bullshit. Nobody should tell anybody what to do or a company what to do. Or don't go. You don't want your songs on there, Neil Young? Don't put them on. Joe Rogan has every right to do what he wants. I like Joe Rogan because he says, do I like everything he says? No. But listen, you don't have to like everything I say or anybody. But I would love to go on Joe Rogan. We'd have a blast, man. Imagine seeing me do mushrooms on Joe Rogan show. Holy shit. Waterblog, thanks for will you do another episode with Jess? Yes, I will. And Michael, yes. I know Michael, great guy. Jessica, I love her. I'm going to go to her wedding. She's going to be getting married. I'm going to go to her wedding in May. She's a great girl, too. Maybe if she don't get married, maybe she's going to, maybe her and I. No. Okay. Thanks, Sunny Alakat. Larry, I read your book and it was very good. Thank you so much for doing what you do. Thank you. I haven't had anybody who say anything about that because I ship them right out of here. We ship them right here. We ship them right here, man. I ship them right, and I sign them. I sign a lot of them. I'll come in and Teresa or somebody will say, Larry, you sign some books, and I do sign them, and I enjoy that. I really do. I enjoy talking to people. So much I enjoy. So, Hillbilly Man said, "You are hooked on pain pills, praying every you get the what?" Hillbilly Man, nah, why am I even answering that? Hooked on pain? I don't take pain pills. Larry, you should watch the. Forget about it. I shouldn't answer those. See, those are stupid shit. But what are you gonna do, Alex? Alex, thank you for the fight, Larry. Have you seen the Netflix docuseries Bad Sport? Love the episode of the Italian soccer team. No, I haven't. Is it a good one? I always look for good shows. I like that. I'm a reader at night for a half hour for bed. And I like shows. I watch different shows and I get hooked like everybody else. I mean, it's just what it is. A lot of people said I should have a good series with my book and everything. I think it'd be a great fucking Netflix series. I do. I think it'd be a great Netflix series. If you think about it, man, it would be. What happened to the head, bro? Yeah, people were asking about the head again. I was carrying just now, this morning, 12 o'clock, I was carrying a cure cabinet out, helping somebody, and my nephew dropped his end, slipped and dropped his end, or slipped his hand, he said, and then it came and full forward on me. I had no fucking thing. I'm still strong, I got to say that, but can't carry a fucking 300-pound fucking thing yourself. Awkward, too. It is what it is. It's okay. I even said, man, this can leave a mark. Boy, that hurt. General Winters, thanks for have you listened or read anything about Jordan Peterson? If so, what are your thoughts? No. If you could send me something, Larry at realitycheckprogram.com. What is it? If you gave, maybe I heard of it. If you gave me something, but not off the top of my head. That's another one. Cigars. We want Larry Lawton cigars. I love it. That's coming. Oh, go to the community page. If anybody here hasn't gone to the community page, go check out the survey I put up about cigars, about me getting a brand. If you want me to get a brand, if you say yeah, and put a comment. I love to read the comments. If you could, what you like, if you're a cigar guy or whatever you do, whatever, Man, I'm looking at my tattoos. This is my fish scene. I don't know if you've ever seen this, guys. Just the whole thing. Look at this. A shark, saltwater sunfish, piranha, or blowfish, piranha, sailfish. Pretty whacked, right? All freehand. That's just on that. Pretty good, huh? Not bad. So the guys are good in there, man. Tattoo guys. What after the head? Looks like you got shanked. That's funny. Yeah, well, that was funny. I'll show it. It looked like you got shanked. You don't get shanked in the head. I don't get why. I guess it's you guys who know spam or whatever they're doing, bots or whatever. Someone said there's bots and shit that come on. And my son was telling me this shit, so I don't even know. It is what it is. Timbo Splice, VC Venture Capital. Yeah, the Theranos case has been in the news. She ripped away. I know about that case. Okay, that's I know what VC and venture capitalists. Yes, they're going to go to camps and stuff like that. I don't know what they wanted to know about that case. Listen, they're going to get, they're never, depending on the level of prison you're at, everything goes by that. When you go to the prisons I was at, it's a violent fucking place, period. Everybody there is fucking mob people or fucking Colombian drug hitmen and fucking, they're no fucking little drug dealers and shit. Badass people. Pony Boy, thanks for the 5. Nothing said there. And then, Don Phonics, thanks for hey Larry, you should watch Ozark on there. Yeah, about a guy who launders money for drugs. Yes, I watched some of it and then I got away from it. I don't know, it got slow. If things get slow, I kind of like don't go through them. I do love the show on whatever is Yellowstone. I watch Yellowstone. I like Billions. A couple other, I don't know what else. No, Max, thanks for the couple bucks. What are your thoughts on Chris Chan? Who's that? You got me. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. I don't know who Chris Chan is. Okay. You believe in what? Yeah, you're gonna have interview with Raphael Rowe. Yeah, I interviewed Raphael Rowe. I know Raphael. He's a good guy. I've been on his show too. Yeah. Good guy. Pony Boy, thanks for the money. I appreciate coming. Ozark season 1 is really slow. It picks up. It did pick up fast when he kept trying to get out. He kept getting in, and then they moved. I like that. Then he gets the marina, and it goes to show you how hard it is to launder money, doesn't it? I mean, it's pretty wild there. So I mean, it was pretty good. What internet guy Chance slept with his own mom? Is that true? It's fucking crazy shit, man. What the fuck? Listen, I'm for anything, but that's just fucking Darwin's theory. Earth Mover, thanks for the $2. Are you a fan of Surprise? Yes, the show, yes. It's not so realistic so much, but it is part of it is obviously. I should have reviewed that. I don't know if I ever reviewed that. I don't know. If so, I should. Very good question, a good thing. That's what I think I'll do that one. A penis, whatever that means. You guys make me laugh. Rants about what's your thoughts on Hannah? Let's go fast. $2 Larry Glass. Hold on, I gotta slow it down. We be shinning. Sometimes I don't know what people say here. What types of what pipe You like hockey? I love hockey. If you notice, New York Rangers last night had a big retirement. Sad they lost, but Pony Boy, thanks again. But I can't vote for our own or own a gun. Yep, that's sad. Now, I keep wondering, imagine me running for, I would never run for Congress. Too much shit. But I don't even give a fuck if that comes out on me. I really don't. People say that. Listen, I am who I am. Period. Like me or don't. It is what it is. That's just how I am. And I really think everyone should be that. Ryan Gage, thanks for the 5. Even though thought about doing a meet and greet or book signing, Illinois supporter. Yes, I'd like to go on the road and do that. I think that'll be pretty good. And I'm going to do that. Larry Cigar. Larry be smoking, be like a chimney. Like a chimney. I love my cigars. Saturday afternoon, doing this is fun. Have you ever gave the celly a Roman? Donald McCombs, thanks for 2 hours. How are veterans treated? Good. Veterans are treated good if they can. They even had some certain things for the medical for veterans. But listen, they consider you a fucking criminal. They don't give a shit about you. The system don't care about you. People will treat people good no matter who they are. If it wasn't a fucking crime that's, sick crime or some shit, that's what happened, period. Jonathan, thanks for the 20. It's a state facility in the Panhandle. He's made it 5 years, got 2 left, was threatened with it, inciting a riot charge and thrown in a hole for complaining to us to close commissary for 3 weeks for no reason. Good for him. He's a rabble raiser, if you want to call it that. He's got 2 years left. Good for him. help him. If he leaves from the hole, it's going to be a lot tougher. But I hope he appreciates it and learns from his experience and not go back. That's the problem. I don't want to see people go back to prison. Caleb Geese, thanks for the 2. In your opinion, does size matter in a fight? Of course it does. Obviously, you take Mike Tyson against fucking Oscar De La Hoya. I don't give a fuck how good my Oscar De La Hoya is. He's going to get knocked out. Period. Of course, size matters. I'm 240 pounds. And if you're 140 pounds and I hit you, it's over. Now, if you're better, now talent matters. But if size matters, listen, ask the women out there if size matters. Truly. If everything else is equal, ask them. Come on. Everything matters. Andre Soap, thanks for 5. I think Goldberg, the wrestler, should play you a movie about who you. Yeah, a lot of people say that. Hey, some people want to be. Look at this. You guys see this? That was pretty cool, huh? Someone said I should raffle that off. I don't know. That'd be funny as shit. Funny, huh? Who's this? Ponyboy was asking if he has a rod and screws in his neck. Yes, I do. No, I have them here. And my back. So nothing makes you a target except you. Being bad, period. That's what makes it. Period. I am disabled. I have a surgically repaired neck with rods and screws. I'm weak because of it. No, it depends on how you handle yourself, Pony Boy. I got a bad back. Always did. I've got rods, screws, everything in my back and neck, 15 vertebrae. Yeah, it can be tough and doesn't matter, again, how you handle yourself. Donald McCombs, thanks. You should watch a documentary, No Greater Love. What is it about? Samuel Foote, have you seen After Prison Show? I have not. I know of the show. He said some shit that, he didn't want me on because I wasn't big enough. I don't know if I'm bigger than him yet. I'm probably going to be soon. I don't know. I don't get into this petty shit with people. It's not my type. I just don't do it. Why should I? Listen, I wish everybody the best. I don't know his show. I don't know what he does. I wish people the best. As long as they don't hurt people. People want to follow him. They follow him. They don't. Thanks for remembering 4 months. We were fighting for freedom in Canada. Larry, do you know about that? No, I don't know what you mean, freedom. I never heard that one. As far as, Darian doesn't tell me to fight anything like that. He's from Canada. So do you still have any prison ID card? Yes. I want to see them. Yes, I do have prison ID cards. I actually, they're up on my website. You can look them up, or they're somewhere. I'll put some pictures up. I think Darren has put pictures up of my old prison. I have one with a beard and all that shit. That's when I got out of the hole. Alex, thanks for the money. Bad Sport is about sports scandals. I love it. I love sports scandal. I'm sure there's more than we know. I'm trying to read some of these others without being fucking spammed. Larry, when are you sitting down with Michael Rancis again? I don't know. I'll call Michael, see what it is. I could call him direct. So Larry got shaved. Yeah, I was. Did you see the movie Spider-Man? No Way. Yeah, I just saw the latest Spider-Man. I like him. I like all Spider-Man shit. I love all that superhero shit. It just makes me smile, obviously. Kathy La Rochelle, thanks for the fight. Hey, Larry, did you ever do time with someone whose sentence you may have considered too light? If so, did they reoffend? No, I don't think I did. I never thought of a person's sentence because I don't know the situation. Listen, if it's too light for certain reasons, it might be because they snitched and they got what they call a 5K1 or a Rule 35 or a cooperation deal. That I would check, and if that's the case, that could be bad. But no, as far as I wouldn't say, oh, just because the guy did whatever. It wasn't like that in prison. You don't do that. I wonder if those are just the people who say stupid shit like Larry get COVID. Are they spamming? Is that just something they keep because it keeps coming up the same thing? I don't know how that works, guys. What kind of questions is that exactly? Hey, do you think someone who's at level 1 in camp? If no, mostly no, unless they change a lot. Camp people have the mentality a whole different. We used to talk to the guards in Atlanta. I said, I'd like to go to that camp. you know, at a camp in every penitentiary. And they said, Larry, you wouldn't last 30 minutes. Not just escaping, you'd kill half these people. And they fucking cry and they bitch about stupid shit. And, you know, they don't know what's important and shit. So, yeah. And, you know, when you're dealing with life sentence guys who never getting out, whole different fucking animal. Just a whole different fucking animal. I remember that. So, think about that. So, the 4-show flip. Thanks for the 10. Hey, Larry, I love your content. Have you ever heard of James Wayne and his video, Don't Talk to the Police, about the value of the Fifth Amendment? If so, I'd love to hear you. Never talk to the police. He's right. I don't know his channel. I don't know anything. Never. If you are fucking arrested or anything, the police cannot do anything for you. The prosecutor can maybe charge. The cops can't. Oh, we're going to help you. We're going to do it. They do shit. Nothing. Don't ever talk to the police. Have a lawyer. So many people get buried that way, and I read many, many cases. Don't ever let a police officer in your house. If he knocks on your door and says, oh, we're just looking to ask you a few questions, say, I'll come out. Because they call it this plain sight doctrine. If they see something in your house, if they don't even get you right there, they'll go back and get a warrant for it. So don't ever let them. And they might say they saw something. Don't ever let them. And I'm not being anti-cop. I'm not being anti-anything. I'm being smart. Because we had a case down here. A cop tried to put a fucking drugs into a fucking councilman's car. It was in the fucking records. So, you know, they were getting a sheriff. One of the city managers was going to get a fucking a deputy city manager was going to get a cop sheriff to put drugs in a other guy's car to get a vote and shit. I mean, shit happens, man. People are people. Corruption is corruption. Don't think it's not out there. I'm not saying don't not trust people, obviously. But when they're coming to you for something, you don't know what it's for. No reason to do that. And you say, but I'm clean. How many people are clean and then something comes in their car? Why'd you let them in the car? Don't let them in the fucking car. No reason. Cops, in my opinion, cops shouldn't even ask to go in your car or your house. They should ask you to come out. You know, and no reason to come in your house. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not talking about your friend, Dobby. You know what I mean. Anytime a cop talks to you, there's no way you should come in your house. Or a cop should say, I want to search your car. No, period. Go get a warrant. You know, if it takes them so long to get a warrant, everything happens, there's penalties to that. There's lawsuits to that. If they keep you there too long, ask for a supervisor, ask for a lot of things. There's a couple of shows I watch on YouTube, and they do that. First Amendment audits. I think they're good. People say, oh, you're just pushing the cop. No, the cops got to know the law. They should fucking know the fucking First Amendment in their pocket. They should know the First, Second, Fourth, and Fifth, and Eighth Amendments by heart. There should be a card in every cop's pocket, and he should know those fucking things, and they should respect them. Period. End of story. So you can tell me anything you want about fucking that. The Slayer, sup, Larry? I love it. Prison is very interesting. Interesting is a tough word. Hey, Larry, would you love to see you? What? Would love to see you. I lost it already. See, it's hard to get these things. I'm trying to get. Would love to see you make videos reacting to the show TCAP, To Catch a Predator. It's a guy who catches pedophile. Yeah, I know the show. You know, they get listen, those people need to be in prison. Then those people need to be. Wow, just I don't like them. Thomas the Handsome, thank you again. Larry, please read Scrim's comment about old people. I don't know who it is and where it is. You have to send it to me. I don't know the comment. If you could do that, please just send it to Larry at realitycheckprogram.com. Uncle Larry, respect. Thank you, man. Someone dropped something of him while moving something. CNN reports President Biden is definitely in VP Harris's office and blaming. Come on. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Well, how long have I been on? Let me look at the time. Has it been a while? Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Okay, I've been on 1 hour. I think I'm going to get going. I love doing this. Wow. I'm so happy I'm here. I'm going to try to do this once a month. Thanks again, everybody. I really mean your support means more than you know. Please keep supporting us. Please pass things on. Please post on something else. Please tell a friend. Please we want to keep it going. We want to let YouTube know that we are active and we want to help and we want to open eyes, because no matter what channel a person has, how big they get, I want to keep that at least the basis. I want to have fun with it. I want to do reviews. I want to do funny stuff. I want to have good times, but I'm going to keep opening people's eyes. I'm going to do one. Oh, I talked about probation, certain things. I'm going to do that, but please help us out in that way or any way you can. Go to the cigar thing, comment, do what you're going to do. Really appreciate all your help, everybody. I do. Have a great day, everybody. Please stay out of trouble. Make good choices, man. Live your life and watch football tomorrow. I'm picking the Rams, and I like Cincinnati with the points, 7.5, but I think Kansas City will win. Who knows? We'll see. I'm not a great picker, obviously. I'm going to keep the news coming and everything else. Please, the suggestions, just Larry@realitycheckprogram.com. If you haven't read the book, read the book. It's a wild ride. Everybody will tell you that. Have a great day, everybody. Really much love and much respect.